Hey guys, Antfordum here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. That's an intro that I haven't used for quite a while. It might make some of you feel nostalgic, as it makes me feel a little nostalgic as well. Today, I was feeling nostalgic, and I wanted to take a look at some of my old machines that I've made in the past, see if they still worked, and fix them up if they didn't. The machine that I actually had in mind was the villager-powered mob cannon, the original video to which can be found on the top right of the screen. And while I do take a look at that device in this video, I also took a look at another and wound up spending way more time on it. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and let's launch right into it. So as probably noted from the title of the video, I wanted to check out some of my older devices that I've made and fix them up or change them up for Minecraft 1.11. Specifically, we'll be looking at two of them, my villager-powered mob cannon and my original TNT arrow cannon. I made both of these devices purely for fun, as I tend to do. The villager-powered mob cannon can fire out any mob out of a machine that uses the pushing power of 2-block-high mobs. I was able to fire mobs hundreds of blocks, and the other is the TNT arrow cannon, which sent a barrage of arrows hurling in a given direction. So, do they still work? Well, the villager-powered mob cannon unfortunately did not when I tested it, for two reasons. In Minecraft 1.11, max entity cramming is a new game rule that limits the amount of stacked mobs, but it can be disabled just by setting it to 0, so that problem's out of the way. But the second reason hurts this project a lot. The radius in which mobs will push each other around is much less than it used to be, which pretty much cripples the power of this machine once I even got it fixed, but I'll be getting into fixing it up and making it work again in just a minute. But the TNT arrow cannon, on the other hand, works just fine. So since there's nothing to fix, I wanted to make it as compact as possible while still being very powerful. So let's go ahead and let's check out both of the modified devices. So I'm just going to go ahead and show off both of these devices live. So let's go ahead and let's get right into it here. So the device on the left here is the villager-powered mob cannon that I did ultimately get to work again, but it's not as powerful as it used to be. No matter how hard I tried, I could not get it to work as good as the original machine. But for the sake of showing you guys, let me just go ahead and let me flip the lever here and show you guys how this works here. But before I do, this little guy right here, these two sort of observer faces that are going to be smushing into each other and kissing each other, is going to cause a lot of redstone output right here, which is going to load up the machine. This little device right here is used in both devices. So let's go ahead and let's hit this up here, and yeah, the villagers are going to get dropped into place here. Let me go ahead and let me open up the F3 menu, and on the top left where it says E, I want about 300 of those, 300 entities, in order for this device to be as efficient as it can be without lagging out my game too much. It's gonna lag a little bit though, so yeah, 294, good enough. Then I want to go ahead and I want to hit this lever to push the villagers back a little bit. This actually allows the device to work at all. Without it, it just doesn't work all that well. So all of the villagers are now in one place. So let's go ahead and let's activate this little guy up here, which is just going to dispense pigs into the machine like crazy. Again, the observer block smushing machine here. Let's go ahead and let's turn that on. And bam! As you can see, the pigs are getting launched a pretty fair distance, but it's going to get slightly less efficient over time as the villagers spread out in their spot. But yeah, it does work, just not as well as it used to work. So wow, they are going quite a ways though. So I'm actually kind of curious to see if, you know, it's anywhere even remotely comparable to the old device. This is working a lot better than any of my other previous recording attempts. So you can see, I think maybe, no, they're not veering to the left at all. Okay, in all my other recording attempts, the machine broke pretty quickly. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's let all these piggies go through. Bam, 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 and bam. And let's go and let's kill off these villagers because, oh my god, are they annoying. So on the ground here, we have a little bit of a marker where every 10 blocks there is a little marker, and then every 100 blocks there is a red marker so that I can see how far anything went. So let's go ahead and let's see how far the piggies got launched. So you can see a lot of the, you know, beef here, or a lot of the pork chop rather, 100 blocks or so, and then maybe they actually made it out. Did they make it out 200 blocks? No, it looks like maybe about 178 blocks or so is the limit for this device. But let's go ahead and let's fly out a little bit further and see a bunch of things on the ground here that I placed while testing out the other machine that I'll be showing off. And nope, it looks as if 180 blocks is going to be the limit here for the villager-powered mob cannon, which I think is multiple hundreds of blocks shorter than it used to be. And it used to also launch the mobs a much more consistent distance, where, as you can see, it's like they're just all over the place here. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but what I really wanted to show off was the TNT-powered arrow cannon here, which is an absolute rat's nest of redstone compacted into such a tiny area that I'm amazed it doesn't just explode instantly. So let me go ahead and let me get into how this device works here. So again, I have the observer block smushing device here, which helps load the machine with arrows. So when I go ahead and I flip this lever right here, it's going to move this piston, which is going to activate this thing, and this redstone right here will activate, which activates this dispenser, which will fire arrows into the stair block right here. And then this one will also fire arrows into the stair block. So this little portion of the device works independently from the other half. And when I am ready to fire the device, I press this button right here, which activates all, I think, 14 dispensers full of TNT, and it drops all of it into the water. It miraculously works. The TNT doesn't explode the device or anything like that. And then the redstone signal travels from here down here for 9 3/4 redstone repeaters. Yeah, 9 3/4. That's magical. But anyways, it moves this redstone block out of the way, which drops the stair block. And then at the exact moment that the stair block drops, all of the arrows are airborne. And that at that exact moment, all of the TNT explodes, causing them to go everywhere, and they go a lot further than the 180 blocks that I showed before. So let's go ahead and let's fire up this machine here so I can show you guys how this works, because it's honestly, like, it amazes me that it works as well as it does for how compact it is. I mean, look, it's only 3 blocks wide, which, like, was quite a feat in and of itself to get it to work that well. So yeah, again, as you can see, the arrows from this dispenser here, they sort of fire somewhat into the top of the stair, and then a few of them also wind up down here. So we get a lot of diversity in terms of where the arrows are landing, which is good. And then if I go ahead and I press this button here, you can hear the TNT, and BAM! Oh my god. Let's go and let's enter game mode 3 here and watch the red markers on the ground. 100 meters. Let's just go ahead and let's keep going. 200 meters. These are buttons from when I was messing with the machine initially. 300 meters. 400 meters. We're still going here. It's not stopping yet. 500 meters. And we're starting to see the arrows at 600 meters. Like, oh my god. And the furthest that I ever had an arrow go with this machine is, I think, 673 blocks. For a while, my furthest one was 666 blocks. I really thought that that was going to be the end all for this machine. But no, 673 blocks are as far as that cannon shoots them. And notice they land pretty evenly within the area between like 600 and 700 blocks, or like, you know, 570 and 670. Like, look at that. That's crazy that it's that even. It's super awesome. And if you guys want to check these out for yourselves, the link will be in the description below. But yeah, I don't think I actually need to roll a post-edited outro, because I think I've gotten everything I wanted out of the way. I've had a little bit of nostalgia with fixing up the devices here. And again, if you guys want to download it, check it out in the description below. So yeah, but let me actually show you guys what happens when you're messing around with the machine and everything goes completely wrong because you are messing with this block right here, and you think it's a good idea to maybe put a trap door right here. Specifically, you know, you're just messing around with the device. You know, you're not thinking too much about it. You place it down like that, then you press, you know, you go ahead and you fire some arrows into it. You know, this looks super good with those arrows right there. That might work out really well, right? And then, okay, you press the button, and then the trapdoor closes itself. So you're like, oh my god, oh, okay, well, it's not closing itself, and everything breaks. And this is why you keep backups of everything, guys. But yeah, so that's both of the devices that I wanted to show off in this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it. It would help out myself, the channel, and the video quite a lot, guys. But anyways, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.